Morning. Good. Got a prayer, Jim?
Yes. Today, thank you God for keeping my family safe and healthy through many months of this pandemic. Please keep your healing hands upon them in the days and weeks ahead. Thank you, Lord, for every blessing. Amen.
Amen. Thanks, Jim. Okay, item 1.
There's financials on the 28th.
Yes.
I didn't have that one. Sorry. I only had the one from last week. When you asked, I didn't realize there was 2.
This is the revenue certification.
Okay, on October 28th, financials, I approved a revenue certification from the Board of Elections and their Help America Vote Fund for additional money from the state. And then last Tuesday, with the session being canceled, I approved the financials under resolution number 20-145 that included, amongst other things, appropriation transfers to common pleas from COVID-related expenses, for COVID-related expenses, which were reimbursed from the relief fund, transfer from the general fund contingency account to the Board of Elections to replace appropriations spent from the general fund that are being reimbursed through the Help America Vote Grant to be transferred at a later date. Transfer in the coronavirus relief fund to reallocate appropriations where they are most needed. Transfers and supplementals in various funds to true up salary accounts to year end. Cash transfers from the coronavirus relief fund to various departments to reimburse them for unbudgeted expenses incurred as a result of the pandemic in accordance with resolution of acceptance number 20-141. Vouchers included $139,519.30 from the Board of DD to West Roofing Systems Incorporated for payment request number 2 for their roof replacement, and revenue certification from the Auditor's Office and the Coronavirus Relief Fund to true up the actual amount received.
Okay, thank you, Jerry. Okay, Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board approve and execute the minutes for the meeting of September 29th, 2020.
So move.
Second?
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes. And then Commissioner's Office requesting the Board approve and execute the minutes for the meeting of October 6th, 2020.
So move.
Second?
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes. And Commissioner's Office requesting the Board approve and execute resolution number 20-146, itemizing the financials for meeting of November 10th. So,
And Debbie is here covering for Adrian
Okay.
for financials today.
all right.
I'll make that motion.
She's got a
We
quick
need to
report.
read 'em for-
Yeah.
we need
Oh, I
to
thought
hear it.
you-
No, yeah, I'm sorry. I jumped to.
That's okay.
Yep.
We'll let Debbie go through it.
Yep.
Just gonna go through the highlights.
Okay.
So, a supplemental, the transfer from the general fund of the sheriff to return the appropriations for refunded out-of-county inmate medical expenses and that were paid into the general fund originally. And then there's encumbrances. We had a vendor now from JFS for the Treasurer of State of Ohio and the Department of Medicaid to return placement funds that were not used because the child left earlier than expected and an encumbrance was not open.
Okay.
Some vouchers, $503,592.29 from the COVID Relief Fund for the engineer's office, which included $132,060 to the safety company, $303,862 to Henderson Products for snowplow trucks, and $67,670.29 to Southeastern Equipment for a mini excavator. Also, $276,332.72 from the engineer's office to Roniak Paving for the payment request number 2 for the Taylor Wells roadway improvement. And then there were 3 revenue certifications from Water Resources in the sewer operating, water district, and water sewer system funds to true up to the amount of revenue received in the accounts.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Debbie. Right, any discussion or comments?
I do not.
Nope.
I think that's the last payment for Taylor Wells.
It is, I think it's final.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yep. Where are we at with the CARES money, Jerry?
You want to do the next?
Let Debbie
There's
do
one
the
more,
next
there's
one.
one more Debbie's got.
All right.
We got that CARES money.
All right,
So I can just get out of your hair then.
okay.
We've finally reached the end of the Marcelino, the Humane Society case. And we have, they've exceeded their maximum that we've allowed them on the appeals by $276. We have the funds in place, but I just need your permission to exceed the maximum that we had allowed for the appeals. So
Okay.
we are allowed $2,200 for the appeals, so we're looking at another $276, and then done.
This was the animal cruelty case?
Yeah, that was the horse,
Oh, yeah.
with the horses.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Motion, please?
So move.
Second.
Commissioner DeVore?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Warren?
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. All right. Number 6.
The next item is resolution number 20-147, the acceptance, or the CARES Act expenditures. These ones included for aging, these are reimbursements first. For aging, $10,111.73. For sanitation, monitors, and software for remote working, $14,115.52. For the auditor for computer and audio-video equipment for the production of COVID-related guideline videos in regards to grant money in its use, and $2,043.12 to Water Resources for PPE, disinfectants, and delivery charges for previously ordered chairs and disinfectants not included in the original quotes which were paid by the department. That was a total of $26,270.30 for reimbursement. And then for proposed, there is $87,321.77 for the auditor for video conferencing setup for 470 Center Street, building number 8 meeting room, desktop management software for 950 end users and 9 technicians for social distancing and remote working, $54,653.24 for building department to replace 2 small SUVs that have cloth interior with leather in order to properly clean and sanitize between use occupants, video conferencing setup in their office for remote working and social distancing, $8,200.66 to the Commissioner's office for video conferencing setup for Commissioner's Chambers, 470 Center Street, building number 4 for social distancing and remote working, $3,896 to Common Pleas for furniture upgrades, including mail storage, 6 guest chairs, and conference table for better disinfecting and to permit social distancing, $5,436.94 to the engineers for PPE, sanitation, and 1 month of weekly cleaning service for sanitation in the engineer's office, $6,800 Job and Family Services, purchase of 4 Microsoft Surface 3 laptops for remote working, $5,167.67 to treasurers, purchase of 16 office chairs to replace cloth chairs in order to properly clean and sanitize between uses, $40,070.61 for transit to purchase of 13 portable and desktop radios in order to prevent equipment sharing among the staff, and for the purchase of 5 laptops for remote working, and $21,570.66 for Water Resources for purchase of various PPE, including hard hats, harnesses, headsets, chemical suits, gloves, and breaker lockout kits in order to prevent sharing amongst the staff. That is a total of $233,117.55 for proposed on this resolution.
How are we doing overall? Like, are we almost done with this money?
Wait, actually, the next resolution,
Okay.
we'll cover that when
Okay.
we get to that, but
All right, I'll make the motion.
there is still
Second.
being funds available.
Okay,
Commissioner DeVore?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier? Commissioner Warren?
yes.
Okay, now we have resolution number 20-148, which is actually for 1 million, a reimbursement to the general fund of $1,250,000 for salaries for the public safety positions, which per the CARES Act and the Treasury guidance is that public safety forces are deemed to be substantially dedicated to the coronavirus relief. So that money is being transferred into the general fund through that process to cover the sheriff safety forces.
So up till this point, we haven't been able to dedicate this money for salaries, and now we are.
This Treasury guidance came out about a month and a half ago. Yeah.
Okay.
So the prosecutor's office and the auditor's office are working on this resolution to get that through. We will, this will just about encumber the entire amount of funds.
Okay.
There is still funds available that are encumbered into blankets that will cover purchases that departments have made and haven't been reimbursed for yet. And then what is expected is next Wednesday, I think it is, no.
Next
the 20th,
Tuesday.
November 20th.
Right.
Is the date that any money that was not encumbered by any of the local townships or villages or cities will come back to the Treasury and then be redistributed back to any of those townships, county that have encumbered all their funds.
What was
So
the
there will
date?
be another November 20th is the date that happens. So there will be we're expecting there will be another influx into our county funds. And at that point, we will be looking at the sub-grants that have been requested.
Oh,
There'll probably be one more resolution next Tuesday.
Correct. 'Cause next Tuesday will be the last session meeting
Before the 20th.
okay.
Okay.
I make that motion.
Second?
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Levesey?
Yes.
Okay, the next,
Four.
The next four items deal with the bonds for the new building. The first item is acknowledgment, the receipt of the fiscal officer certificate in regards to $10 million county building improvement general obligation bonds. And this is just Chuck signing off on the need for the bonds.
Okay. Do you want to read number 8 then?
Yeah, 8 and 9 go together,
Okay.
and then 10 and 11 go together.
Okay.
Um,
Why don't we just read them and then we'll...
Okay. The Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board acknowledge receipt of the fiscal officer certificate in regards to the $10 million county improvement general obligation bonds. And then the Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board approve and execute resolution number 20-149, providing for the issuance and sale of bonds in the maximum principal amount of $10 million to pay the cost of constructing, reconstructing, rehabilitating, furnishing, equipment, and otherwise improving county office buildings to house various county offices and departments and otherwise improving the sites therefore, together with necessary appurtenances thereto, and authorizing and approving related matters.
Okay, motion please.
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Levesey?
Aye. And then 10 and 11.
And we have the Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board acknowledge receipt of the fiscal officer certificate in regards to the $20 million county building improvement sales tax bonds. The Commissioner's Office is requesting the Board approve and execute resolution number 20-150, providing for the issuance and sale of sales tax supported bonds in the maximum principal amount of $20 million under revised code section 133.081 to pay the cost of constructing, reconstructing, rehabilitating, furnishing equipping and otherwise improving county office buildings to house various county offices and departments and otherwise improving the sites therefore, together with necessary appurtenances thereto, and authorizing and approving related matters.
Okay, motion please.
Make a motion on 10 and 11.
Second?
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Commissioner
Aye.
Spillier? Commissioner Levesey?
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank
And just so you know, we do have our meeting this afternoon by phone with Moody's for the rating.
Very good.
And you had the meeting yesterday also, right?
That was the prep.
Okay.
Yeah, that was our prep meeting from our,
Oh, good.
to prep
Okay.
us for today's meeting.
And that was good?
Yes, yeah, it was very good. And everybody that, the auditor was there, the treasurer was there, and Dan Fidget from community development. and
Okay.
A couple other people online, so we had plenty of people who are knowledgeable of any questions that might be asked.
Very
Okay.
good. Great, thanks. Hey.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you, Shane?
Good. Happy birthday, Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And thank veterans for their service.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
The first item on our agenda today, item number 12, is to approve the change order number 1 for the drainage improvements on Bell Street to the amount of $209.75. Drainage project we did this summer and had a little bit of extra work removing some pipe that was in the ground, and so the net difference was a plus $200.
Okay.
So went
Pretty
went quite
close,
well,
yeah.
actually, yeah.
Yeah, not bad. Okay,
Very
great.
nice. I'll make a motion.
Second.
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner Spudler?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
The next item, this is coming from, on behalf of Nick Corris, the release of mortgage bonds for sublots 309 and 310 as part of subdivision 13 in Canyon Lakes. These are a couple subdivisions that, subdivided lots that have now been ready for release of their obligations.
Okay. Motion, please.
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner
Aye.
Spudler? Commissioner Lennon?
Aye.
Okay. So that's the,
Sorry, Nick, just to be clear too, that also released the bond for water resources. That was part of that.
did I miss that? I'm sorry.
It's at the end.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's fine,
When
water
he did his
resources is good with
motion,
it, it's just.
Oh, 20?
Yeah, it does both of them when we clear it.
yes. We did make sure that that was included in the motion when we did it. He has his note on the bottom, but I
Oh, I
think that
see.
was included in the,
Okay.
in the actual motion.
Very good.
Okay.
All right, so 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18, those are 5 resolutions to improve for 2021 projects. I did provide a countywide map for 21. Just a quick recap, we have a couple carryover projects from this year that will be built next year, including the realignment and resurfacing of Washington Street, County Highway 606, sections F through J. That goes from Bainbridge Road to 44.
Now, they just ran out of time this year?
It was a combination of time and money.
Okay.
With the activity in March and the fiscal constraints that we were facing, it's probably one of the biggest single projects financially that we've done in the past many years. In the way that things were going then, we decided to make kind of a shift. We ended up resurfacing all of Burton Windsor,
Okay.
which was a big project, but smaller than the Washington Street one, so that we wouldn't be, in a real pinch. And
As far as cost, so will we be able to carry over then to to next year?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes. Yeah, there's an above average carryover. Part of that is due to that project switch, and then I think the financials for 2020 were a little bit stronger than they had projected. I should say the deficit was smaller than what was expected, so
Okay.
that carryover will move to 21 and cover this project.
Okay.
We also had a couple of small bridge projects that were part of Ohio Public Works funding for 2020, but our plan was always to build those bridges in the spring of 21. So that's the Thompson Road Bridge and the Taylor Wells Bridge on the township section of Taylor Wells. I don't know if you guys have seen the realignment of Taylor Wells.
Looks
Yeah.
nice.
Pretty nice, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
That
much.
was a real nice safety project that we were able to get done finally and straighten out that intersection.
No, that's
Yeah.
great.
Additionally, we will be doing Auburn Road from Franks to 87 and Bell Street from Munn to Auburn as a OPWC project carried over from 2020. And then Auburn Road IJ, which is from 87 to Fairmount, which will be supported by Ohio Public Works in 21. So there'll be an Auburn Road spring project and an Auburn Road fall project. So we'll go from Franks all the way up to Fairmount. So that'll be a nice long stretch of fresh pavement. Russell Road out in Russell Township, we'll be doing just a straight resurfacing there. Nauvoo Road in Middlefield, that will get a 4-foot enhanced shoulder. This is not directly in connection with the federal aid project that was opened up late last week, but that whole area has been targeted for pedestrian safety projects, and this was one that we decided to do locally. There's a 4-foot shoulder on the south side of the road and nothing on the north side. And it was due for resurfacing, so we were gonna enhance that shoulder, and our guys did some earthwork preparation for that this year, and it's ready to
Yeah.
be widened and resurfaced. The shoulders will be widened, not the actual roadway.
And that's gonna go to 528?
Yeah, between 608 and 528.
Okay.
Yep, the county section.
Shane, that one section, I'm back
No.
on
Yep,
the
sure.
Russell Road.
Yep.
So that'll go all the way to the county line then? Or
Yeah,
no,
I mean, it's the.
From 87?
Chagrin Falls, yep, from 87.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's that's just a, or that's just a resurface?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we did a drainage project this year. We have been trying to do that as much as possible, do the drainage improvements a year ahead of time, let all the dust settle, so to speak. The
Good.
road's closed for traffic, and it's kind of messy, and you always have a little bit of risk of settlement after a major excavation
Mm.
of the road, so letting time be our friend. We'll go in there in the spring and put a new surface on that one.
Okay.
Nice.
Thanks.
And then the last project is Butternut Road from Auburn to 44. We'll be rehabilitating and resurfacing those two sections of road as part of this project.
And then any updates for the Auburn and Mayfield?
Oh, yeah.
The state project you're referring to?
Yeah.
I don't know the schedule on that. I haven't looked at that one in a while. I have it on my board at the office.
Okay.
I know they're continuing to make progress. We've had the public meetings, and there have been dialogue back and forth. I haven't heard anything specifically about that
Okay.
project.
I mean, all the money's there, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And the plans are, I think they're getting close to like stage 3
Mhm.
final, but for some reason, I can't remember if they were talking about, I want to say 22 is what I remember, but
Mhm.
don't quote me on
I
that.
think you're right.
I don't believe it's next year. I think
Okay.
they were looking at 22. There's still some real estate stuff that they have to work out with.
Right, that corner.
That, yeah,
Yeah.
there's some grading and some structures in there that have to be
Mhm.
worked out.
Good.
Okay.
On the East Washington project, are they gonna do some work at, like in front of the Jehovah's Witness building, like extend the crossover?
That's a separate matter that we're working out with them directly.
Okay.
It will probably be done ahead of time, but yes, we've been looking at that erosion and that guardrail for a little while and trying to work out a proper arrangement with them.
Okay.
We're pretty close to that as well.
Thanks.
Great, thank you for the update.
Yes.
Okay, so we need a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion on all items.
Okay, so it'd be 14, 15, 16, 17, and 8.
Okay.
Second.
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Yes.
Commissioner
Go.
Excellent.
These are the first resolutions. We'll be back with plans and whatnot early
Yeah.
spring of next year, but
Great.
appreciate your time, guys.
Looks good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate
for
it,
your
Shane.
efforts.
Morning.
Good morning.
Item 19, we ask that the board execute an easement for drainage purposes between Elmer Dan Yoder, Raymond E. Yoder, and Ella D. Yoder for improvements to Mundiesburg Road in Parkman in the amount of $200.
Okay.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner
Aye.
Spillier? Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for coming in.
Yep.
Linda? Your timing was perfect.
I had to write, the planning commission meeting just ended. Thankfully, I didn't miss it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. This is the Weathervane subdivision, just a simple lot consolidation. The owner owned 2 sublots at the end of Windy Lake Circle. It's going to be consolidated into one sublot. 18R is going to contain 11.44 acres. It's combination of sublots 18 and 19. They were applying for it because they wanted a pool, and they needed to consolidate for that reason, so.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Commissioner
Aye.
Spillier?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, Mr. Tim. Might use that.
Good morning, Cindy.
Good morning.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Sorry, they're shuffling paper.
Okay.
All right.
So, I was here in July with my grant,
Yep.
application. We were warned, last year we got a 7% cut, we were warned we would get a heftier cut. This year we got a 30% cut in our
Really?
grant.
30.
Wow.
Yeah, the state is redirecting funds to battle opiate addiction and
That was
programs.
that's the reason why? That's what they said they were doing with the money?
Yeah, they're changing their focus on trying to help criminals, I think, or defendants more, so there won't be as many victims as a result.
Huh.
So they're putting programming into opiates, like the TCAP program that our county's a part of, where they'll pay the counties not to send them to prison, but to get help for defendants. And then their hope is that there won't be as many victims to service, so they're cutting our programs.
Okay, so our match now is what?
Well,
Or,
we have to have a 20% match.
Okay.
So, I only have to have a 11,000. That's what I'm mandated to have. I was going to ask still for the 16,000 because that's what, I mean, I can have as much of a match as we can get, but because those funds are already approved, I was gonna ask if I could still have that match that was approved, and then searching out other funding from grants and different programming that
yeah.
they've given us to try to come up with some more money.
Yeah, and what's your feeling or impression of this role? I mean, are you happy with you want to continue? You think we should continue to keep putting money into that? And I mean,
Well, we have, there's the Constitution allows for Marcy's Law, which
Right.
the state has to provide victim notification.
but I mean, locally, it's been a good program.
Oh, I think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I do the best I can.
No, I know. I'm just saying. Yeah. But there's no reason not to continue with the additional amount of monies, right?
I don't have any. I hope
Okay.
they don't.
I mean, I know you're asking for more. I'm just asking you, like,
Yeah.
why?
Well, no, I'm asking what I asked
Yeah.
for in July that you approved.
Okay.
So, I'm not asking for any more than I have in the past.
Okay.
It's just now I'm
Get less on the other
required.
side of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I see.
Yep.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, second.
Commissioner DeWort?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Thank you all so much.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Good.
Hope you have a good day.
You bet.
You too.
You
Bye-bye
bet.
now.
Thank you.
Mm.
Well, we have a 5-year contract now with Fiddler for $295 per document. We had bid it out, I'd come in August, but came requesting permission to negotiate.
Okay, is that it?
That's it.
And this has gone through ADP, of course.
Yes, the ADP board just approved it at their meeting,
Mhm.
on the 9th, on the 5th. And it's just waiting for the elected officials from that meeting to sign the approval sheet, but we do have approval from ADP.
Okay.
We had to go out for competitive sale proposal on this. This is the same company that she's used for the last 2 years.
Right.
So instead of a 1 year, they're doing a 5 year. The rate is the same as it's been.
Okay.
But who else bid this?
We received 3.
Yeah, Pioneer, no, what were the names of the other two? Let's see, there was Avenue and Harris, which has got a different name now. Their bids were outrageous. Not only were they, almost $1 over what we're getting per document, they wanted additional charges. One wanted a $5,000 additional yearly charge. We don't have any more charges. They wanted like $20,000, $30,000 for installation to transfer. The one company wasn't even going to be set up for running till almost the end of 2021. I mean, it was just totally not feasible.
What's the total dollar amount of this?
$295 per document, and it depends on how many documents we get in.
I see. Okay.
You can't, there's no way to know.
So that was an issue with, I believe, the auditor, correct?
Correct.
Having a contract with not a dollar amount attached to it.
The auditor
to
put
approve.
a cap on it, so what would happen would be if we went, there is no cap in the contract. If we would have to go over the amount the auditor put in there, we would have to go to the auditor, or to you, I guess, and request additional funds.
If it went over, you're saying, yeah.
But we're probably gonna be around just under 50,000 this year.
A year.
Is gonna be my guess.
Okay.
This year. And you have to recertify it every year according to the auditor's office now, so.
So you couldn't do like a not to exceed or anything? We couldn't, or even a...
Not when you're doing it per document. There
Yeah.
are other counties that do it that way, but not when all the equipment is leased.
Okay.
Then you have to buy your own equipment. If I did a contract with any vendor with a cap, they would not lease the equipment. Then it would cost me, I don't know how much it would cost for all those computers and servers and the cashiering machines and, keyboards and mice. We don't pay for those. That's all included with that $2.95.
No, that's good.
The other thing is if you do put a cap on the contract, if you do put a not to exceed amount, if it did exceed that, if it did get to that point,
So
you have to go back and do a whole new,
Bid.
either do a whole new contract or do a change order, which is a longer process than just getting additional money certified by the auditor.
Yeah. So so did the auditor resolve this issue then? I mean, did he sign off on this contract?
Oh, yeah, they
He did.
actually
Okay.
certified it before the ADP approved it. Originally, the last 2 years were set at not to exceed 45,000. And the auditors wanted to certify it at 45,000 based on a 15,000 year average document, which took it at like just under 45,000. Celesta asked for the additional, which in the budget, there's $69,500 in that account. So they did a not to exceed on the certification for $65,000.
Oh, okay. So that solves that then. Okay.
And as a side note, we did have that cap, and the cap with the company went away when we stopped negotiating 1 year. So that was a incentive to get us to sign with them. They won't do it anymore. However, we're going to be going over cap this year, so they're going to be losing money big time with us.
Okay. All right. Very good. So, any other questions?
I'd like to,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to do just a little bit more research and maybe come down to your office and look at the bid so I can understand it.
Sure.
Maybe talk to somebody,
Absolutely.
ADP, and table this for today.
Okay, did you understand that if it doesn't get passed by the end of the year, we can't pay the contractor, which we have to shut down the office.
Okay. I just want to understand a little bit better, that's all.
Sure.
So you're making a motion to
Table.
table it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Second.
Commissioner Rea?
Yes,
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes. All right.
thank you.
So next week.
Yep.
Okay.
Hi, Dave.
Good morning.
It's that time again, CDBG, huh?
Well, we have 4 projects remaining on our 19th grant.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I'm here. I discovered that, we've been searching all summer to staff up the department, and I'm sitting on the grant projects, and I need to get these grant projects moving. So I discovered that there are third-party companies out there that can help me with that.
Okay.
Under contract agreement. And so that's why I'm here today, to ask you permission to go ahead and advertise for competitive sealed proposals for that assistance with managing grants.
Okay. Okay, I see. Yeah. And what 3 are still hanging out there? Projects?
Well, there's 4. There's
4?
a project for women's safe that involves some waterproofing of their storage building.
Yep.
That's one of them. Maple Leaf Residences is a pretty good-sized project. We're putting fire suppression systems in 21 different separate residences.
Is that the red maple thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. This is Maple Leaf.
Maple Leaf.
Yeah, community housing.
Oh, okay.
Community housing.
Okay.
And then the other 2 are paving projects. It's what I call Phase 2 at the DDC
Yeah.
clinic. That roadway going in, you'll recall this
But
year.
we did
put part
approve
of
all
it.
that, right? I mean, so
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
this is just because he
Yeah.
doesn't have anybody in his department. This is to bring a company in that can
I
run those
understand.
programs for him.
Yeah,
Okay.
get the specs together, get the
Yeah.
bids out, award a contract, manage
Okay.
the project.
okay.
Yeah. And then the last
But
project
we'll
is.
still be able to make a determination on the money of where it's going for the next set of projects, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
This is assistance. We still
Okay.
hold all the,
Yeah, no, everything still has to come through the board,
Okay.
all the approvals and meetings.
Okay.
Are you still, did we go out to advertise for a replacement of the position that, left your office?
Yes.
We did. And
yes,
if we
we're
had any,
actively interviewing right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
In fact, we're very close.
oh, good, okay. So they'll be able to help with this as well eventually? Yeah,
Correct.
okay.
This will actually, having this in place will actually give that person that comes in a little extra, I don't want to say wiggle room, but, a little less getting dumped on
Right.
everything.
Yeah,
right
it'll
at
help,
once, so
yeah, we'll
So give him a
sure.
little extra time to get his legs underneath him and get up and running, understanding
Oh, that's
the
right.
county
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah. Good, good,
So if we get the proposals, I'll be back, to ask you for approval on the contract.
very good, okay.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Rea?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier? Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dave, appreciate it. Okay, maintenance department.
Yes.
How are you, Glenn?
Oh, good, yourself?
Good, good.
This is for seasonal help. We'll go out, whether we use them. Last year, we only used a couple hours of them. This is for kids that are home from college. If we need the help or anything, just a pre. If we have it, then good, then we can move out. So,
Okay.
we're taking on the snow plowing, all of the county, well, I should say, county buildings, sheriffs and everything in-house. So I just want to be backed up and make sure
Good,
if we got to pull people in
good.
Okay.
and have them on standby.
All right.
I'll
Motion,
make that motion.
yep,
Second.
Commissioner Rea?
Yes.
Commissioner
Aye.
Spillier? Commissioner Lennon?
Do
yes.
we have enough trucks?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay.
Hey, Glenn, I just wanted to say good job too with the elections last week. I know you guys were dealing with all kinds of issues, the power going down and generators and running around on Sunday nights and Saturday nights and,
He was going all October.
yeah. So, your guys and you deserve a good job and a bad life for that.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'll let them know. So,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yep,
Yeah, thank you,
thanks.
Glenn.
Good job.
All right, water resources.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, almost.
A few items today, but I've got a feeling it's changed.
Just a slight adjustment, sir.
Okay.
I don't know, I
And I'll
don't,
spread this out here for you to share the photos once we get to the top. So, first item I have on the agenda here is requesting the board approve and authorize the president of the board to execute the OPWC Appendix E disbursement request number 5 for the Auburn Corners wastewater treatment plant colonial conversion project in the amount of $131,692.68. And the project's 90% done.
Okay. Motion, please.
I'll make this motion.
Second.
Oh, wow. Holy moly. What line is that?
By Canyon Lakes and Bainbridge.
That's along the,
Yeah.
what river is that? The creek?
McFarland Creek,
McFarland.
tributary to Chagrin River.
And that's all erosion?
Yeah.
Wow. How old is that?
We were notified about it on September 9th, and we've been trying to get a contract out to get it done.
And what's that carrying? Is that
Sewage.
sewer? Ooh.
Sanitary sewer.
I mean, if that thing got, is there a potential that thing could get knocked out of, come undone? Yeah.
Collapsed, because what you see,
we're out
the,
of it.
the water underneath it, it's starting to eat underneath it now too. We need to get out.
That's bad. When did, so what was that from? Big, huge rain event?
It was a
or-
huge rainfall. Well,
Yeah.
it was discovered after the huge rainfall. One of the homeowners association is down there. There's a big common area next to that.
Yeah.
And the homeowners association contacted us and we went right out there and that's what we discovered.
Wow. I'm surprised they put that thing so close to a river, you know what I mean, running along. Huh?
Interesting thing.
Yeah.
Do we want to do, before we get into more discussion on this, do we
Yeah.
want to finish 25 and 26?
Yes, yeah,
That's the
okay.
subject of 26.
Yes.
Okay.
Commissioner DeVorak. I just need a I
On-
have a motion and a second
on
on number
25.
25. I'm just going for a roll.
I vote yes.
Commissioner
Yep.
Spiller, Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
that's okay. I'm just trying
Should have handed it out. Sorry, I
Yeah.
apologize.
like, hey,
Yeah.
You need to wake up here. It's late.
Yeah, it's a conversation starter, yeah.
Number 26, Department of Water Resources requesting the board approve and execute change order 1, increasing the agreement for engineering services with GPD Group for the Chardon Township Berkshire Heights subdivision project to cover additional cost of 6 easement surveys along Twin Road. It's amount of $3,000.
Okay, motion please.
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner DeVorak.
Yes.
Commissioner Spiller, Commissioner Lennon.
Aye.
Okay, number 27, we are again requesting the board approve an execution resolution 20-156, declaring an emergency and authorize the approval of service contract agreement with Trax Construction for stream bank repair and protection of exposed sanitary sewer line pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 307.86, paragraph A1 in Carlin Creek. And those are the pictures of the emergency.
Okay. Motion please.
I just a little uncomfortable with the emergency, declaring emergency. Under that same Ohio Revised Code, 307.86, paragraph A, section 1, must have 3 informal estimates, and we only have 2
We have 3.
written.
We have 3 written estimates.
The third one? 'Cause
Yeah, Haynes Construction, I emailed it to you.
That was not.
I emailed it to you afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Haynes Construction for over $130,000. So there are 3.
And you have that in writing?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And since it's an emergency, when will the contractor start working on it?
As soon as the auditor certifies funds, then we can execute, we can have them move out.
Yeah, that looks like something you'd want to do quickly.
Yeah, or we can face liabilities and fines from the EPA and everything
Yeah.
else. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know
no.
what more of emergency there is in that.
No, that looks
My
bad.
department.
Okay.
Now that we have 3 bids.
We've always had, it just,
Well, yeah, the information I had then was just a request, sorry, that was my bad.
And you have the three company names?
yeah, Haynes Construction Company, Trax Construction, and Platform.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right, a motion, please.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier? Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
So number 28, the Department of Water Resources requesting the board approve and execute the service contract agreement with Trax to perform the emergency restoration of the project for the remainder of 2020 in an amount not to exceed $54,549, subject to certification of the county auditor.
And the reason for that is the auditor would not certify until the resolution is approved.
Okay. Yeah. I get, yeah, chicken and the egg, right? Yeah. I mean, how quickly do you think they'll be able to get that done? Pretty quick, I think, right?
Yeah, what we're doing is just trying to stabilize it, and then right now I'm working with Chagrin River Watershed on a grant to do a more holistic along the whole creek.
Yeah.
And involve more partners.
Yeah, because
we shouldn't have to pay for all that.
What actually had occurred there, which we found out, because it was about 2 years ago, or 4 years ago, and I was still over there. We had a similar situation, except for the sewer line actually went across the stream.
Yeah.
So we had to get that situation fixed. Well, what I found out in the process of that was about 20 to 30 years ago, when that Canyon Lakes development started.
Mm-hmm.
After they put the sewer line in, which, including our main trunk line that runs all the way up to South Russell, the developer actually had realigned the stream in a lot of locations.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's where it got so
where
close.
It's gotten closer to the
Yeah.
sewer line and such.
I mean, that just doesn't make any sense at
It's just
all.
odd that it's not really a cut bank either.
No,
You
right.
would see that on a meander or something, but it's not really a lot of cut bank.
It's
So-
not where it's turned, the river,
Right.
it's
So what
turned. Yeah.
the plan is, because, I'm in contact with the Corps of Engineers too, and Chagrin River and Ohio EPA. What we're planning on doing, if you saw in the proposal from Trax, is temporarily put reinforced concrete along the bottom underneath and up top.
Yeah.
And then try to pull some of the boulders that were washed away out of the stream to make sure that the channel stays in the
I mean, that's probably why it washed out in the first
Mm.
place. It probably wasn't, you
Well,
can't
if you look at
compact it correctly when you fill
That
back.
large 20-foot abutment above it
Yeah.
is very saturated soil.
Yeah,
So we're
right.
gonna ask the homeowner.
Well, that's all fill probably. When
It
they-
is.
Yeah.
And when we were walking up there the one time, it was bad. We have to get the homeowner association to put in a French drain to drain it, because when that water comes through that soil, it's gonna eat. But it's only a temporary fix.
Yeah. So whose property is this? I mean, does this abut anybody's property?
It's actually the Canyon Lakes
kind of
development.
Canyon Lakes
It's the
development.
homeowners
It is,
association
okay,
property.
okay.
It's not easy,
We have
but it's
easement up through there. The one good thing with this is we actually do have a existing construction drive from the previous project I was talking about.
Okay,
So they don't have to build a construction drive or anything to get down to it.
okay. So this is, just so we're understanding, this is a temporary fix to hold it till a more permanent, something can be done, and we're looking for money somewhere else to help.
Chagrin Falls Watershed Partners. They have
Okay.
a grant writing section.
For this.
We're going to be working with them to work with the Corps and Ohio EPA to get monies to
I
do
see. Okay.
Probably, they have problems all along that creek because of the residential stormwater runoff
Yeah.
in that whole area. I mean,
Okay.
it just comes with development.
Okay, good.
And if you want to, if anyone wants to go down and see it, I'll take you. It's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
interesting.
The homeowners association actually just did a stream bank project right about the same time we were doing that sewer line project.
Mm-hmm.
One thing impacts everything else.
Sure, okay. Thank you, Steve, for that.
And then,
When the project starts, give me a call, I'll go down there with you.
yeah.
So do we have a motion to execute the contract subject to certification by the auditor?
Subject to the,
Certification of the
Certification.
county auditor.
yes. I make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner DeWark?
Yes.
Commissioner Spillier?
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes.
So once we receive the certification on the contract and the contract is received, then we'll have to have you guys come in and sign it so then they can
Okay.
move forward.
Sounds good.
Just getting financials for next week and so they can get the project started.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Steve has one more.
I have one more. Number 29, noted, I will use American drains instead of French drains.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 29, Department of Water Resources requesting the board grant permission to advertise bids for the wastewater water treatment chemical supplier contract to be held on Wednesday, December 2nd at 2:30 p.m. Notice of this bid opening will be advertised on November 13th and November 20th on the county website. And this is another one of those contracts that we changed from an annual service to a 3-year, so we could exceed we have to exceed the 50,000.
So you were doing this every year?
It was until now.
Yeah, okay.
Is that all I have?
Combination of the cost of things going,
Chemicals.
going up.
Yep.
Your
and
other one
the,
got pulled.
A change in the
Your
prosecutor's
Southwood.
office on
Insurance
two
services.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not.
contracts to the same
It'll be next
companies.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay.
So with that ends GCDWR's formal portion. However,
I need a motion.
I make that motion on 29.
Second.
Commissioner
100 miles an
DeVore.
hour.
Yes.
Commissioner Spiller. Commissioner Lund.
Yes.
Now it's up to you.
Okay. At this moment, I'd like you all to indulge me for a minute. Mr. Spilleri, can you come over here? And my colleagues in the back, and Glenn, and the retired commander. Come on up.
I'm not one for
So,
surprises.